On today's episode, we're going to be fixing the suspension on the MR2 with these Tein coilovers. So my friends over at Tein sent me these. Oh look, see where I painted the bonnet. It's like a terrible unboxing. So they have got to go on here. Notice we have quite an arch gap with stock springs on the front, and then not on the back, because apparently we have lowering springs on the back. Oh, hi. Step one, make sure the glove box is unlocked so you can open it. All this has to go away. That will leave you with all this exposed. Now, last week I sanded this all down, rust converted it and undersealed it. We did find a little bit of rust here, so don't worry about that, that's going to be done. I ran out of underseal, so it looks a bit gash in it. But this gives you everything now. So there's your water lines, that's how you bleed it. Your rad, I've got a new rad to go in here. I also found a little bit of rot on the support down here. That's going to be sorted. I'm going to cut off a new one and weld it in. But it's not too bad, to be fair. I just undersealed the worst of it to keep it looking nice. No, I'm doing this by hand because someone in the comments said, "Oh, we don't have all have impact guns." I know, it was a joke. Crack them off with this first. Let's grab our Fisher Price jack. Someone wants to give me a jack, that would be amazing. Had this for about 15 years. It has done all sorts of things, but it's not going to be any use on this one. It's a low rip, so I'm not going to be able to get it on the sill. So I don't have two axle stands, so I'm going to have to be pretty ghetto and use a brick. Anyway, the reason I'm doing it by hand is because this is not welded straight. So if we put it on this, it flails around like a maniac. And I don't want to loosen the studs off, so it's just going to take a little extra time to get them off. Enjoy. You can look at my nose. Pretty sure it's going to be taking out most of the frame. The wheels removed, you can see what we're got to get to. On this it's pretty simple. See what I mean? It's not bad in here. It was a lot of surface for us where we've been sat up next to the sea. We've got to get these off. And that's about it. And up here. So I'm going to crack on and I'll probably put you in fast forward. Most important thing on a Jap car, WD. Because they're crusty jugglers. Fucking soak everything. It's getting warm out here. I might have to reach for my Boffy racing hat. Available at boffyracing.co.uk. Shameless plug. fact, I don't think they're actually available. But the t-shirt is. I need my larger of the tools spare. Oh, that was tight, man. She's smoking. Now, the battery on this I dropped and it won't recharge, so I think the battery might be dying. And that's really hot. So I'm going to have to go and get a bigger tool. That's what she said. A bigger tool. This is Bertha, and this is the spanner I wanted. Put that stand up because I'm too lazy. I tried this at the Hulk. I'm lifting the car up, jeez. I think we need a bigger tool. The bigger tool. So Archimedes said, give me a lever big enough so I can move the world. Maybe I can undo this nut. Fuck me. Ooh, that sounds funky. Halfway low. I'm just going to go and do the other side. There's no point you watching. So now we've got the fronts off. We can take a look and see what the difference is. But, so these springs look fairly new, but like I said, they're stock. This is what a top hat should do when you're on a car when McPherson's strong, when you're steering as well through the suspension. So this has got to be able to turn as you turn the wheel. Let me try that over there. So this is the driver's side one. As you can tell, it's pretty fucked. So these are our new Flex Z from Tein. These are a new design from them. They've sent to me. They've only just come out. So if any of you MR2 boys want some Flex Zs, go check them out. So we've got camber plates and adjustable damping in the top. We've got the top and bottom collar here for locking preload on the spring, and this bottom collar here adjusts the ride height by twisting this up and down the body, which moves the damper up and down here. Pretty basic to bolt back in, but what I'm going to do now is just measure the gap from here to here and lock them all off so they're all the same. Make sure they're all got the same height, make sure these rings are locked, and then we'll go throw them on the car. So putting them back on now, I want to have the camber plate. Normally it should be like this, but I'm going to put them further, point towards the bulkhead to give you a bit of extra caster. So that'll help the wheels self-center a little bit better. Hello again. I'm just going to put this side back together. I've already got the strut in. I thought if we did this side you'd be able to see what's going on. It's not helped entirely by the fact that I've left the steering lock on, which doesn't help things, but I can't bother to go and turn it back on now. So just give it a little love tap. There we go. Oh no, you can't do that. Well, I did. And that. Oh, goes on. And wipe it on my green cloth. Not sponsored by Tein. Tein. I'm sure Yukiko will correct me on Monday. Just experiencing a slight technical difficulty. Normal service will be resumed shortly. Let me just check that it goes in. So, I'm just going to spray the threads with a bit of actually stop on corroding, protect that a little bit, and she's on. So now it's back together, you can see what we've got. So I like to paint the bolts, make sure they don't move. So we've got our coilover in there, our top mount. I've got it set on 0 camber because it needs an alignment, so those guys are off to do it. There we go. Let's do the back. Come with me, and you'll be. It's the first time. Yeah, have a look under the back. So this will be interesting. Hopefully she's not a rotten tomato. But never know. Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. I mean, it's not horrendous. It's very scabby. Scabby. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to crack these wheel nuts off. So it's going to have to come back down again. This side, it's going to be a little bit more challenging. So we've got anti-roll bar link, which for some reason the bolt is on the back, which is a real pain in the ass. It's blue. That looks horrendous. Now the backs don't have camber plates, obviously, because it's in the back. The adjustments on the arms underneath. But here we have one shiny rear shock. Oh. That's this side back together. Oh, one to go. I mean, scabby, but I think it's alright. I think mate, you left this in the sea. I don't really know. So, I've also cut through the bar, which is pretty shit. Oh well, looks like I need some white line anti-roll bars then. Looks pretty clean though, to be fair. Not too bad in there. I mean, that looks a bit scabby, it's just the arms. Underneath it wasn't too bad, to be fair. I keep forgetting to press record, but let's change. My hands are prunes. So it's the next day, guys. As you can see, a few things have changed. Cars are back together. We were up till late, till about 9 o'clock last night, trying to get the ride height sorted. I was trying to aim for having a 5mm rake at the back over the front. Unfortunately, my driveway's not level and it's on a slope, so it made it kind of difficult. I was fighting myself all night. But as you can see, there's been a few other changes. So we've gone for the staggered standard wheels, 16s and 15s. They make a load of difference. This big gay carbon wing I picked up yesterday from the guys that I got the wheels from. I've also de-badged the back this morning and got the MRS badge on there. But the biggest change is the coilovers. So let's just talk about them for a minute. So night and day difference. Driving the car, it's not crashy, it's not harsh. It rides so smooth. You'd think, you wouldn't realise there were coilovers on the car. Let's say for a set of coilovers not to be crashy, you're driving it, it's so smooth, it's buttery smooth. I think they're about 7 and a 5 spring rate. They're not too savage. Got the damping set somewhere in the middle, so I've gone for 8 clicks to start with, just to see how we get on. I'm kind of hoping this all settles down. I wanted to get a video of it driving today, but the mount inside this bad boy has broken, so that's not going to happen. So hopefully I can get something before this comes out live. If not, you'll just have to take my word for it. Staggered wheels though, definitely get these over the 17s. They were terrible. Like I say, I can't believe the difference the coilovers make. So big shout out to Tein for sorting them out for us, because it's just transformed the car. I'm over the moon with it, to be fair. If anyone wants any Tein products, give us a shout here at Boffy, because we are an official supplier for Tein. And that's it, guys. We'll see you next time, when we'll probably be doing maybe some exhaust bits or sorting out the aero on it. I've got a front lip to do, a rear diffuser, got the big gay wang, carbon wang on there now. But yeah, check us out next time and see what we're doing. Like and subscribe. Hopefully this will stay up for long enough. That's what she said, to get you some footage. So I think I've fixed the mount. We'll see in a minute. Just gonna have to back that ass up without curbing the brand new wheels that I've stuck on it. I'd say it's so smooth. So comfortable still in here. I'm not breaking my spine like other coilovers. Spring rates are just right. We'll stop here for a minute. Just pretend I'm talking to myself. Apparently everyone and their mum wants to come out of this junction. Speed air's now right as well. Check that today. Before we were doing 35 and actually doing 28 miles an hour. Now we're about 2 or 3 miles an hour out. Still in the good way, so I'm happy with that. So if you're adamant you want lowering springs, I'd suggest going for them, and they do their own set of dampers in Tein uprated. I think they're called the Euro Pros. That would be a great shout. But I mean, for the extra money, it's definitely worth getting those. The adjustable ride height. Some people don't want it slammed. We've got a happy medium. I don't know what it was supposed to be originally, because obviously we were on a mismatch set of I don't know what. I'm just going to jabber on now until I get home, because I'm not going to stop the tape until I get home. So, bye bye boy. Like Odin's beard, this thing is good.